Hi guys, we just reviewed the Seat Leon WTCC, and which did not prove to be as great. Not that bad, but still not as great as the others. And I kind of want to check out some of the L-Class cars I have. And you might not notice, but the L-Class cars, they don't actually have they don't actually have a open series where L-Class cars could compete. Actually, they could only compete with the same cars, same types with that share. For example, the Dodge Charger can only race Dodge Charger, and Ford Mustang can only race Ford Mustang. And L-Class cars cost really much to upgrade. So today I'm just gonna be, driving the car and it's gonna be driving the first race in the class series, that car series. Like for example, if we're driving this one, the Charger, I'm just gonna be doing the first challenge of the Charger series because it costs too much to upgrade, and you guys want this car video quick, right? So yeah, we have 3 laps. We got a lot of time to talk, so let's go on about this car. Dodge Charger is a really famous muscle car, as you all know, right? And especially in the Fast and Furious series, it appeared as Vin Diesel's ride, the 70s black Chargers, right? I think this one's a little bit older version, maybe, I don't know, maybe 67, 68, or 66, but I'm judging by the lights, but still, there's no doubt that this car is sick. I mean, it has an enormous horsepower like other Dodge cars, and I really like the looks of the Charger. I think, actually, the Charger was my favorite it's the favorite car back in the 70s muscle. I really like the Charger, and I was quite excited to get this one. This car, like most of the L-Class cars, could be unlocked through events which you require another car. For example, we unlocked the Renault Alpine with the Renault Megane Trophy, stuff like that. First, before they updated the game, you were supposed to get this car with the SRT Viper, but now they changed it so you get it with the Chevrolet Camaro. Luckily, I had the Camaro, so I got this car just a few days ago, and I'm painted it red. I wanted to paint it black like, Dominic Toretto, but unfortunately there were no black paint selections, so I just chose orange, like the Dukes of the Hazzard car. You know that car, right? I mean, you can't miss out the Dukes of the Hazzard Dodge Charger anywhere. So yeah, I thought I'd give it a try. I mean, yeah. I was pretty amused to find this car because it's not exactly a high performance car either, and it's quite old, so I never saw this car before much in other games. Test Driven Limited 2, Grid 2, but I didn't have a lot of chance to drive this car. But here, I think we can finally go ahead and drive this car for real, you know what I mean? The Dodge Charger thing, right? Yeah, I'm really excited to be driving this thing. Yes, it's a very nice car. And yeah, I mean, in the real life, the car itself would be very, very nice, but unfortunately, very sad to say, in this game, this car is a total loser. This car has a terrible top speed. I think it was 188, and it has a terrible acceleration. It's like 7 seconds, 740. I'm not sure, but it has a really bad speed and a really bad acceleration. So the performance is not that great. But like I said, the L-Class cars don't compete against each other; they just compete against their own. So there's no really point in having bad performance. But yeah, overall, when you're playing multiplays, I mean, it will have some advantages because it's an L, but when you upgrade it, judging by the car's lousy performance, I don't think this car is a too great choice. I mean, it has a bad top speed, it has a bad acceleration, and the car is heavy. You know that, right? It's pretty long, so I don't think it has a good handling either. It's not exactly a bright performance car, but still, it's very fun to drive. Let's say it's a very fun car to drive. Face it, I mean, it's every man's dreams, right? Every American wants this car, a 70s Charger. I mean, who would refuse this car? I mean, it's beautiful. So I think it's a really fun car to drive. And if you have the Camaro, just get it. I mean, there's no really point making L-Class cars reviews that much because the L-Class cars are free. And you're going to eventually have your B or A-Class cars upgraded. So I don't really see the point to not have this car. But yeah, it's a really nice thing to drive. But the multiplayer, like I said earlier on, it has a really low CPU, 125, and I think it can beat the Chevrolet Sonics, although the performance stats are not that better. But when you move on, max upgrade or something, you get over 200 CP. So, and then this car might be a little bit inefficient choice, but overall I think it's a very fun car to drive. And yeah, when you don't have it upgraded that much, yeah, maybe this would be a pretty interesting car to drive in multiplayer, right? I mean, I love this car, the Charger. As you can see, oh, I forgot, let me just show the interior a little longer. It's a wooden interior, really nice. I like the Ford Mustang, but I actually like the Charger's interior better. I think it really gives the classic look. I really love classic cars, actually. The modern cars look a little too fancy to me. I mean, I do like modern, but I think this kind of classics is really my type. I really love the 70s and the 60s and the 80s cars. They're really my type. So yeah, I've been driving the Charger a lot lately, and probably because I'm only racing Chargers, not other cars. I don't really feel the what do you call it? The bad performance. I think it's alright in my opinion. I think we're doing fine, and I love driving this car. It's really nice. This car, like I said, can be unlocked through the Chevrolet Camaro for 6 days. I'm not sure if it's still like that, but when I got it, it was 6 days with the Camaro. And this car actually cost quite a lot to upgrade. The Ford Mustang, although it had a higher CP, it was quite cheap to upgrade actually. It's quite cheap to upgrade. But this one, it's not as expensive as the Countach. Believe me, the Countach's price was enormous, like S-Class. But this one, it's a little bit expensive. Maybe A, stuff like that. So I don't really think we should be upgrading this car anyway. You know, for this multiplayer, to drive this car a little bit longer. Yeah, but overall, I think this is a really beautiful car. I love it, this Charger. Actually, I really love to have this car someday. Yeah, I really love to have this car someday. It's a really nice car. I really want to have this thing one day. Overall, this car has a pretty bad performance actually, but just because you're racing only Chargers, not other models, I think it hardly ever matters, and it's a really fun car to drive. So if you have the Camaro, upgrade it and get this car, because it's a huge amount of fun driving it. It's a huge amount of fun. Yeah, I can say that. It's a really fun car to drive. Not really sportsy like the Servo, but classical, yeah. You don't drive classics for race, you drive classics for, you know, those kind of feeling you get when you drive classics. You know, the feeling. You drive it for the feeling, it's for the fun. So that was the Dodge Charger RT review. I didn't find much Dodge Charger RT reviews, so if you're wondering about this car's performance, check this video out, and I shall make more L-Class cars reviews today, so be sure to check those out too, guys. So thank you guys so much for watching.